Hazard Community and Technical College has been raising money to directly help HCTC students impacted by the recent flood. When staff learned about the number of students affected, they said they opened a flood relief assistance fund, raising a total of $76,000 to support their students that need help. All the student has to do is apply.
We're just so thankful that we can have that so that we can help our students and get money in their hands for immediate needs that they had immediately, you know, food, or if they needed transportation, or just whatever they needed immediately.
SEAL says they've received a total of 256 applications to date, and they have already awarded 152 of those. Each student awarded has received $500. They plan to continue helping students monetarily for as long as they have the funding. If anyone is needing heavy-duty tools to help with flood cleanup, the Lowe's in Hazard has you covered. Lowe's has set up a tool rental trailer outside the retail store in Hazard, offering pressure washers, generators, or anything else needed to aid people in the cleanup process. Lowe's employees say the rental trailer will be there for the next few weeks.
It felt exciting and encouraging that our company would think enough to transport a tool rental for our community that would help our community to try to get back on their feet and help our customers be able to get the things that they need.
The Lowe's tool rental trailer is open every day from 8 until 4. In order to rent, you must have a credit card and a driver's license.
Now, watching a few showers work out of the region as we head through this afternoon and this evening. Things looking rather nice, actually, as we head into the next couple of days. A look outside into downtown Whitesburg right now. Looking okay at this moment. No rain falling from the sky, but we do have some clouds there that could form some showers before too long. Current temperatures around the region, upper 70s to low 80s around the region. Even a few mid 80s. Look at Manchester 84, Jacksboro 86. Some locations, though, in the Big Sandy, still closer to 80 and even below 80. Looking at you, 77 in Logan, 77 in Clintwood, 79 in Prestonsburg as we head through this afternoon. Dew points out there. You'll feel it. I mean, we're in the mid-60s, so yeah, you'll feel some mugginess outside, but still, by late August standards, not too bad. Zooming in, or I should say, putting everything into motion, you see just a few of those scattered showers. They're not much in terms of any kind of substance out there, but we'll watch them as we head through the afternoon. They could provide a brief downpour. Then as we head into tonight, we'll clear out, calm down, and just have to watch some of that patchy fog, low to mid-60s overnight. Details, though, on when we could see an increase in the temperatures outside. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. CBS News has learned former President Trump's legal team is considering filing a motion in the coming days to seek the appointment of an independent official to review evidence collected in the FBI search of his Florida home. It comes as the judge who signed off on the search is further explaining his reasons for ordering the Justice Department to submit suggested redactions to the affidavit. CBS's Natalie Brand has the latest from Washington.
An individual close to former President Donald Trump tells CBS News he and his lawyers want a neutral person, known as a special master, involved in reviewing the documents seized from the search. And they want a more detailed list of what was removed.
It looks like there's going to be some sort of argument that this went beyond someone's rights under the Fourth Amendment in terms of an unlawful search and seizure.
During the FBI search 2 weeks ago, 11 sets of classified documents were seized, including some marked top secret. It came months after a Trump lawyer signed a document stating that all such material had been returned to the government.
Clearly, the handling of classified information is something that's really serious.
Separately, the Justice Department has until Thursday to submit its proposed redactions to the affidavit, which details what led up to the search.
They have to go through it not only sentence by sentence and paragraph by paragraph, but word by word. Because every redaction they make, if they don't redact completely, It's going to lead people to speculate.
The DOJ had argued that releasing the full affidavit could compromise its investigations. In a new order, Magistrate Judge Bruce Reinhart said the government has met its burden of showing good cause that overrides any public interest in unsealing the full contents of the affidavit, but he adds he must still consider whether there is a less onerous alternative to sealing the entire document. The judge also warns redactions could be extensive. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
During the weekend, a judge granted GOP Senator Lindsey Graham a temporary stay as prosecutors seek his testimony before a Georgia grand jury. It's part of the investigation into efforts to overturn the state's 2020 presidential election results. The South Carolina senator has until Wednesday to file a motion outlining why he should not have to testify. Pakistan's former Prime Minister Imran Khan is being investigated by authorities for allegedly violating the country's anti-terror laws. The government banned him from speaking live on television, saying he was, quote, spreading hate through his statements. Police opened an investigation into Khan after he vowed to, quote, take action against the head of police and a female magistrate. Khan has not been arrested and is yet to publicly comment on the probe. A lawyer for Raila Odinga says the Kenyan opposition leader has filed a petition to challenge the results of the presidential election in court. The former prime minister had vowed to pursue all legal options after election officials last week announced he narrowly lost the presidential vote. His opponent, Kenya's Deputy President William Ruto, says he will engage in any possible court proceedings. Officials declared Ruto won the presidential election with just more than 50% of the vote. The Biden administration is losing one of the most well-known names in medicine. Dr. Anthony Fauci is leaving his roles as the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and chief medical officer to President Joe Biden in December. In his announcement, Fauci says he is moving into the next chapter of his career. Fauci has been with the NIAID for 38 years, first joining the institute under President Reagan. He became one of the most prominent experts during the COVID-19 pandemic. Fauci says he is not retiring and will continue to work to help advance science and the public health. One of several topics Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell discussed today in Scott County was the war in Ukraine. Senator McConnell believes Russian President Vladimir Putin thought this war would divide NATO, and he thinks Russia would like to see the Ukrainian landscape carved up. The senator wants to see the U.S. help defeat the Russians. He says when will be defined by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. He recalls a meeting with Zelensky back in May and says he's been nicknamed Winston Churchill in a T-shirt. McConnell telling reporters it's important to continue showing support for Ukraine.
We need to give the Ukrainians everything they need. I've been pleased to see they've been on offense in Crimea in the last week or so. So they're trying to get on offense and to try to regain territory. We need to be with them all the way and give them whatever weapons they need.
Senator McConnell says his big fear as that time marches on, the U.S. and the rest of the world will soon begin to forget or lose interest in beating Russia as the war rages on. Coming up on First at 4, we'll have this story about some toys and then weather.
And we're back to a summer-like pattern as we head into the next few days. The latest details on that and when rain chances return coming up.